Hello everyone, it is me Sasha Kawaii Cat, and in today's video, I will be drawing characters with some of my favorite custom IbisPaint X brushes. I've mentioned this before, but IbisPaint X is my favorite drawing app, and I've created quite a few custom brushes to use in IbisPaint. I've even created a natural hair brush pack, and today I'm going to be looking at some of my favorites, starting with my new line art brush, Pen Ink Hard. This brush is similar to the Studio Pen brush in Procreate. It's a very hard, sharp pen that's perfect for inking. Previously for my line art, my go-to brush was Dip Pen Hard. However, I really wanted a sharper, more harder pen, so I made this one. It's very smooth and easy to draw with, and it's perfect for my art style specifically. I tend to try to get very smooth, clean line art, and this brush feels really good for creating that type of art. Let's move on to the design and drawing process. For this character, I wanted to draw a very colorful, pretty girl with big curly hair. Initially, I wanted her to have a more galaxy-themed design because I love drawing stars and moons, but I decided to limit that and use some of my go-to color scheme. Lots of pink, lots of purple. For her hair, I went with blue because I think blue and pink is a beautiful color combination, and then I added green and yellow gradients at the end of her curls. I wanted her to have a very casual design, so her clothes are pretty simple, but still stylish and cute. For the drawing process, I did the sketching with the same custom pen I created, Pen Ink Hard. The drawing process for this was pretty smooth as well. I do really like the first design I came up with. It's a very pretty and complementary color palette, and the girl I designed looks very pretty, but then after I finished it, I went back to the original idea I had because I wanted it to be more galaxy themed. I decided to change the color palette around. I gave her a purple sweater and I added a bunch of yellow stars while changing her hair to be a more auburn color that fades into a golden brown. Overall, I like both of these designs and I like how both of them turned out. I really like the brush that I created. I feel like creating a brand new brush pack specifically with brushes for creating art like mine. I've been playing around with creating some more pencil type brushes as well, specifically for sketching instead of inking, and so far this is a good start. For this second design, I wanted to use two of my favorite hair brushes, which are Hair Puff 3 Outline and Cartoon Twist 2 Outline. These are two of the brushes from my natural hair brush pack, which I specifically made for IbisPaint X as a way for me to continue to explore drawing characters with natural hairstyles. Of course, there are multiple natural hair brush packs for different apps, such as Procreate, but there's not a lot of brushes out there for IbisPaint X. Well, custom natural hair brushes in particular. So I decided that I would make my own. I'm really pleased with how these brushes turned out, and these two in particular are really fun to use. There's a lot of limitations in IbisPaint X when it comes to brush customizations or really creating your own custom brushes, which I understand to an extent because there's a lot of brushes to choose from in IbisPaint X. The size of the brush library is very impressive. However, I try to do my best to play around with the customization features and make some decent brushes. And I really do have fun playing around with them and using them on my characters. I will say I do think there are more suited for a very cartoony art style, which I've mentioned before, and that really fits my own particular art style. I don't think they'd work as well for a more detailed art style, but you can experiment with them and maybe you'll get some decent results. There are 35 of them, so there's a lot to use. For this design, I drew the outline of her hair puff and then used the hair puff brush to create her afro. Then I added two twists on the side of her hair with the cartoon twist brush. I wanted to make a very cute, casually dressed character. I ended up going with a classic green and pink color scheme, as per usual. To add an even cuter element, I added little frog clips in her hair, as well as a lot of pink roses. I think she looks very stylish and beautiful, and I like how this design turned out. My initial idea for this character was a full pink and gold color scheme. Her clips were initially glowing butterflies, but I really didn't like how her dress looked, and there was just a lot of pink that didn't really complement her skin tone, so I ended up scrapping that idea and I ended up with the more cute pink and green frog aesthetic look instead. I really like how this character turned out. I think she looks very beautiful, and I really liked creating these hairstyles with my brushes. I really focused on doing more casual outfits in this video because I wanted to stick to my comfort zone. Recently, I've been having trouble drawing outfits, specifically fantasy type outfits. I really enjoy fantasy clothing, but I have a hard time pulling from references and drawing something interesting and unique. I think going forward, I'm going to try a different approach to character design. I really want to show the real design process, such as doing research and gathering references. With the way these videos are structured, I really do my designs very quickly and often skip the steps which are really important to creating a character, which is why I think going forward, I really want to focus on creating really good designs that are really fleshed out, as opposed to doing a lot of designs that are done quickly but aren't really thought out that well. For our final drawing, I decided to use one of my lock brushes. This brush is called Cartoon Locks Outline, and it is of course from my natural hair brush pack. I really like this brush, however I'm not sure if it works for this design. I think I would describe it as a very rigid brush, to be honest. Maybe it would work best for a more simple style. My style leans a bit more towards cartoons, but it is still detailed in a lot of ways. I struggled a bit to structure this hairstyle properly, and because of this, I see myself doing a different version of this character sometime in the future. I couldn't fit it in this video. I'm not mad at this design, but it is one that I would like to revisit. As for her design, I initially went with a pastel hair color, which I later changed to a darker color because the theme for this video is apparently indecision. I don't know why I couldn't decide on a hair color. The main reason I even changed it was because I thought it blended in way too much with the background. But looking back, I realized that it looked fine. I don't think I really needed to change it. As for her outfit, I decided to go with a very beautiful dress. I wanted her outfit to look like a very bright star-filled sky. Then I gave her a gold belt. This is another simple design. Again, I really wanted to do a simple design, casual outfit, but still stylish. And overall, I do really like how this one turned out. I do think I really need to work some more on the lock brushes. Even though I still like this one for drawing her hair, I think maybe I just need to play around some more with it and do more designs so I can get used to drawing with it. But anyway, please comment below and let me know what you think of this design and which drawing is your favorite. So those are all the drawings. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like my art and you'd like to show your support, you can always donate to my Ko-fi account or become a patron. The links to those are always in the description below. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!